Welcome to Thursday Harness Racing, everybody. I'm Michael Guerra, the little fish. That's Craig Thompson, the big fish. Welcome to Thursday Whale. We kick off Invercargill, 9 races, 12.25. Craig, I thought I found one in the first on the card. Everybody's going to see it, but I thought Springbank Mason was pretty good last week. Took a nice 2-year-old to beat it. Thought if it trotted all the way, might be a lunchtime winner for everybody.
Yeah, it took a very good one to beat it last start, who heads to Addington on the weekend, Michael. And, yeah, it seemed to trot faultlessly. It looks a similar lineup. Phil's got a couple in here again. But, yeah, agree with you, Michael. I think what beats him will win. It goes from a standing start okay, so that doesn't seem a problem. What I like with maiden trotters is when they draw out a bit. You know, when they're drawn 7, 8 or 9, they seem to trot away a lot cleaner than when they're drawn closer to the marker peg. So, yeah, he ticks all the boxes for me.
All right. When you were looking through them for today, Thursday at Invercargill, for the afternoon harness, what were the ones that grabbed your fancy? Because nobody follows Southland harness as closely as you do.
Really keen on 2 horses, Michael. One's a debut runner going around race number 3. It's a 2-year-old pacer called Major Punter. Blair Orange will take the drive for Tony Stratford. We highlighted one a couple of weeks ago that won on debut called Braveview Kelly. It was very impressive at the trials. This one equally impressive by Art Major. Really got home nicely to win its trial. It's got a big barrel on the front of it. It looks like a 3-year-old and it's only a 2-year-old. So I think very hard to beat. Draws a second row, so may just add to a little bit of your price. But really nice horse. Race 311 Major Punter on debut. Tony Stratford, Blair Orange. The other one I thought is a Canterbury Raider, Michael, from the Paul Court barn going around the last, called Under Wraps. Went to Addington in a very hot field last week behind Kensington Bull. Looking through the field and analysing the race itself, it ran the best sectionals out of that race. When I say the best sectionals, the best splits. It ran the best mile, the best half, and the best last quarter in the race, and it only ran 4th. It drops into the right race, coming out of it up to 60. This one's a 54. I thought Blair Orange aboard, drawn out a bit, looks really well placed, dropping back to Invercargill.
Thought that race 9 was a beauty. Also thought Blair and Paul Court had a really nice chance in race 4, Mongolian Marshall. I don't think he's any star, but once Blair is able to get to the front in those races down south, he tends to manipulate the race, and most people aren't willing to attack him. I thought if that was the case with Mongolian Marshall in race 4, he'd be hard to catch.
Well, he's a horse that's probably taken a couple of runs this time and to come right, Michael. I mean, he had a run at the end of May, first meeting back from lockdown, and then one race since then last weekend behind Annie Rector. And you're right, he's got the right draw. And to be fair, he raced in much better company as a 2-year-old than what he meets here. So if he can't pick up a maiden win here at Invercargill, we'd have to wonder. All
right, so they're the best of the day. Can you see a roughie? Is there something in there where you think, well, look, I don't, maybe not, but maybe $10, $12, $15? Is there something when you were doing your form, you thought, you know, sometimes you like a horse, Craig, but you're not sure if this is the race for it or whether it's a non-trial. There's a whole lot of reasons why sometimes you don't back a horse. But was there something there which those punters watching at home, and we appreciate you watching, in that $10, $12, $15 region?
I watched one go around last week, Michael, a horse that I've always liked, and it was first up for an awful long time, called Robin's Shadow, trained by the Wilsons. Brad takes the drive. Brad Williamson drives at Invercargill. It looped him to sit parked, and on my eye, it travelled well to the corner and then just blew out. Now, that was its first run, so it's running second earlier on. Always liked this horse. It's a shadow play. It's that Robin's Treasure family, Michael. It just gets better with a bit of age. Draws barrier 4, and it does have quite good gate speed. I thought it does map as probably a horse on the speed, and you may get $8 to $12. So on an each-way basis, I didn't mind it. And a race that Braveview Kelly is going to be very short in.
Okay, from all of us here at Harness Racing New Zealand, but from the big fish and the little fish, good punting on a Thursday afternoon.